forward through this loser's bracket. 0-0 Nation in some trouble. Let's send it on over to Zoinks and Kello to break this thing down.
A nail-biter of a match to kick things off. MJK winning that on the back of an incredible refight in those final moments. We got to take a look at this score graph because look at how close this game was the entire way through. But Kello, those objectives being traded back and forth, but I think MJK winning the majority of those ones.
Yes, it was neck and neck between these teams, but look at this, securing that last Rayquaza, shooting up, you know, it was just insane.
Absolutely, that final team fight was so wild to watch. Sona with 108,000 damage on the Zacian. In day one, MJK did look good, but I think one of the talking points was the Zacian wasn't quite finding its place in its team competition. However, today, not the case at all. Having that co-face support, obviously fantastic for it. Lucapo making them hold on in those final moments, getting a very important 2 KOs back in their direction, so that refight was even possible. We have to see that one again, because it was back and forth all game long.
Yes, you just didn't know which way it was going to go throughout that match. As I said, it was neck and neck, clutch moments here and there, but you know what? I feel like the power of the Zacian really shined throughout this match. As I said, you know, it had a great support, but also the backline that the Mew provided as well.
Yeah, so strong. If I was to kind of dictate from start to finish how this match went, MJK had a huge early game presence, but honestly gave up a lot of their early advantage in the mid-fight with a lot of over-aggressive pushes that 0-0 Nation was able to turn some KOs around. But that's sort of the change around that 4-minute mark right here with MJK's huge push towards this bottom tier goal zone. Dodrio comes up with a couple, but MJK's momentum started flowing, and after this moment, they secure a Regieleki, they secure a basement Reggie as well, and their levels just were skyrocketing from that point on.
Skyrocketing indeed, and they want to skyrocket all their way to the grand finals possibly. But you know what? That was only the first game, but look at this in slow motion here. You have the Bliss assistants being popped out. They are caught into that chokehold being blocked on out, but you just see MJK cleaning 0-0 Nation up. I thought for a second maybe an Inteleon steal, but no.
The
MJK
last
had
hope of 0-0 Nation was that Inteleon, like you were mentioning, did have that invisibility, a bit of a disguise around that center, but MJK holding on, and who else but Lucapo to be our player of the game. Honestly, if we're going to be picking MVPs of the tournament later on, Lucapo, I think, has a little bit of a lead in terms of my vote. They have been so phenomenal all day. A superstar in every fashion. I love watching this player play. They elicited a target ban from 0-0 Nation in game 1.
Exactly, that's the thing. I feel like that is huge respect there to have your main Pokemon are just being banned on out. But this is what I'm talking about. You have to do that homework, see who your biggest threat is.
Okay, but Kello, did they do too much homework? Were they too deep? Were they lost in the sauce a little bit with that Scyther ban? I mean, it's a huge call out. You know what you're going into, and you really want to make sure you get that double pick the other direction. But we'll have to see. We have 0-0 Nation, a bit of a deep dive with them as we got this really cool interview. Let's take a look at that.
Hello, we're 0-0 Nation. We're first seed from Brazil, and we're here to win worlds.
We won 10 out of the 11 official tournaments in our region because, like, from the beginning, we're just like 5 good players. But then, with time, we gained more synergy as a team. We started playing better together, and then that translates well into this year and this tournament.
Last year we got knocked out early in the tournament. No one expected because we won like 5 of the 5 tournaments. The loss was hard on us because we didn't expect it, but we move on. This year we have more preparation, so I think with our coach, Replicate, we have a really good preparation in draft and other stuff in gameplay. We are confident to play this group.
We are very proud to represent Brazil. This is our 2nd year representing Brazil, and we want to prove this year that last year was just a fluke and that we can do much better than what we did.
And that we deserve 4 slots.
É incrível estar no Japão, porque como eu gosto muito de desenhos, animes orientais, é tipo como estar na casa deles, é muito divertido.
Quando eu ganhar o Mundial, eu vou sentir que o trabalho terminou e eu realmente bati meu ponto.
When we win the money, I will probably spend it all on like Pokémon Center, plushies and electronics, a Game Boy and maybe a new Switch.
Now I'm gonna ask questions taken out of this.